Hello. I want you to answer this honestly. Does carrying that bag of groceries from the car feel a little heavier than it used to? Does standing up from your favorite armchair require just a bit more effort? Does that pickle jar seem impossible to open? You are not imagining it. That feeling is real. It's the creeping feeling of getting weaker. Now, you are a health-conscious person. You are doing what you've been told. You follow the advice. And what is the number one piece of advice nearly every doctor gives a senior for their health? Eat a warm bowl of oatmeal every morning. You do it because it's the safe choice, the traditional choice. The choice you were told protects your heart. But what if I told you that the very food you trust to protect your heart is quietly failing you in your most important battle? What if that healthy breakfast is an incomplete tool? This video isn't about cholesterol. This is about your strength. This is about your muscle. This is about the fight against weakness and for your independence. Because the truth is, most seniors are eating the right food for the wrong reason. In this video, we are going to dismantle this myth. I will show you the scientific truth about the carbohydrate you should be eating for senior muscle recovery. I will explain why the popular choice, oatmeal, falls short. And I will reveal the smart carb that is vastly superior in the critical war against age-related muscle loss, also known as sarcopenia. This simple switch could be the difference between feeling weak and feeling strong. Stay with me. The problem deepened. The silent thief. Before we compare these two famous foods, we must first name the enemy we are fighting. The real enemy isn't your birthday. It isn't just getting older. The enemy is a silent thief. In the medical world, we call it sarcopenia. Sarcopenia is the involuntary accelerated loss of muscle mass and muscle strength that happens as we age. You don't just wake up with it one day. It's a slow leak. It's the reason a fall can go from a minor incident at 40 to a life-changing event at 70. This is not a vanity problem. This isn't about how you look. This is the number one driver of falls, of broken hips, of the loss of mobility, and ultimately, the loss of your independence. It's the reason people end up in nursing homes. That is the battle we are in. And to win any battle, you need the right supplies. On the nutritional battlefield, your muscles need two things every single day to fight sarcopenia. First, they need fuel to move. This comes from carbohydrates. Second, they need building materials to repair and rebuild. This comes from protein. You can have all the fuel in the world, but if you don't have the building materials, you cannot fix the damage. You will only get weaker. And this is where the biggest misunderstanding about senior nutrition happens. It's the critical difference between a complete protein and an incomplete protein. This is the entire key. A protein is not just a protein. Think of it this way. Proteins are made of building blocks called amino acids. There are 20 different kinds. 9 of them are called essential amino acids, meaning your body cannot make them. You must get them from food. A complete protein is any food that contains all 9 of those essential amino acids in the right amounts. An incomplete protein is a food that is missing, or is very low in, 1 or more of those 9. Now let's use an analogy. Imagine your muscle is a brick wall. To build that wall, you need 2 things. You need bricks, and you need mortar to hold them together. A complete protein gives you both the bricks and the mortar. An incomplete protein gives you plenty of bricks, but no mortar. You cannot build a strong wall with only bricks. You can't. Now you might be thinking, but I've been eating incomplete proteins my whole life and I've been fine. And you are correct. When you are 25 or 35, your body's metabolism is fast and efficient. It's an expert at patching things together. If you eat beans, which are incomplete, and rice, also incomplete, over the course of a day, your body can find the missing pieces from each and build a complete protein. But something changes after age 60. The scientific term for it is anabolic resistance. This is one of the most important concepts for senior health. Anabolic resistance means your body's ability to turn on. The muscle-building machinery becomes dull. It's like the on switch is rusty. When you were younger, you could eat 10 or 15 grams of protein and your body would say, "Great, time to build muscle." After 60, you could eat that same 10 grams and your body does nothing. The signal isn't strong enough. Scientific studies like those from the Canadian Geriatrics Journal show that seniors need a much stronger signal. You need two things to overcome this resistance. Number one, you need a larger amount of protein in a single meal, often 20 to 35 grams, just to get the factory to turn on. Number two, you must have all 9 essential amino acids, all the bricks and all the mortar, available at the same time. Your body is no longer good at waiting. It's no longer good at patching things together. It needs all the materials right here, right now. If you give it an incomplete protein, if you give it bricks without mortar, the muscle-building factory simply stays closed. The repair does not happen, and the silent thief, sarcopenia, wins another day. This biological fact is why your food choices are not just important, they are strategic. And this brings us to the most popular breakfast in America. The comfortable choice, oatmeal. Let me be very clear. Oats are a wonderful food. I'm not here to tell you to throw out your oatmeal. This is not a bad food. In fact, for one specific goal, it is one of the best. The primary benefit of oats, the one they are famous for, is heart health. Oats are packed with a special type of soluble fiber called beta-glucan. You can't see it, but this fiber is a superhero for your arteries. It acts like a sticky sponge in your digestive tract. As it moves through, it helps to grab onto particles of LDL, the bad cholesterol, and helps to escort them out of your body. Studies have shown time and again that a consistent intake of beta-glucans can contribute to lower cholesterol levels and better heart health. This is a proven benefit. The second benefit of oats is energy. They are a fantastic complex carbohydrate. They break down slowly, which means they give you sustained, steady fuel. This is perfect for energy to go on a long walk, to play with your grandchildren, or to work in the garden. It's a great fuel food. But there is a trap. Not all oatmeal is created equal. The benefits I just described come from steel-cut oats or rolled oats, also called old-fashioned oats. That instant oatmeal in the little paper packets is a different food entirely. These instant oats have been processed, stripped, and pulverized. They are often loaded with sugar, salt, and artificial flavors. Because they are so heavily processed, your body digests them almost instantly. They have a very high glycemic index, or GI, often around 79 to 81. This means they spike your blood sugar just like a bowl of sugary cereal. This leads to an energy crash an hour later and is not a good choice for anyone, especially those managing blood sugar. So, for the rest of this conversation, we are only talking about the good kind, steel-cut or rolled oats. So oats are good for your heart, and they are good for fuel. But for the specific critical goal of muscle recovery, oats are an incomplete tool. They have a fatal flaw. Let's go back to our brick wall analogy. Oatmeal is a fantastic brick. It's got lots of them. But it has no mortar. Oatmeal is an incomplete protein. It is notoriously low in one of the most important essential amino acids for muscle repair. That amino acid is called lysine. For a senior body dealing with anabolic resistance, this is a massive problem. You can eat a big bowl of oatmeal after your walk. You are sending in the fuel. You are sending in the bricks. But because the lysine, the mortar, is missing, the muscle-building factory stays closed. The repair signal is never sent. The bricks are just stored as fat or burned as energy. The wall does not get repaired. You are eating for muscle repair, but no muscle repair is happening. This is the comfortable choice, but it is failing you in the fight for your strength. The strategic weapon, quinoa. Now, let's talk about the carbohydrate that most seniors are ignoring. Many people dismiss it as a trendy health food. They see it in the store, they can't pronounce it. It's quinoa, and they just walk past it and grab their familiar box of oats. This is a strategic mistake, because quinoa is not a trend. It is, quite frankly, one of the most powerful foods on the planet for senior health, and it solves every single problem we just discussed. Let's analyze quinoa, the smart carb. Its first and most powerful advantage is its protein. Quinoa is one of the very few plant-based foods on Earth that is a complete protein. Let me repeat that. Quinoa contains all 9 essential amino acids. It has the bricks, and it has the mortar. It is packed with the very same lysine that oatmeal is missing. When you eat a bowl of quinoa, you are sending a complete unified signal to your muscles. You are delivering all the materials all at once that your body needs to overcome anabolic resistance. The muscle-building factory doors fly open. The repair signal is sent. The wall gets rebuilt, stronger than before. This is how you fight sarcopenia. This is the key. This makes quinoa for muscle recovery a far superior choice. And the quality of this protein is not just hype. Studies on the digestibility of quinoa protein, known as the protein digestibility score, show it's around 92%. That is incredibly high, rivaling the quality of casein, the protein found in milk. Your body can absorb and use it almost perfectly. But the power of quinoa does not stop at protein. Its second major advantage is its superior micronutrient profile, especially for muscle function. Quinoa is a mineral powerhouse. It is loaded with 2 minerals that are critical for how your muscles work every second of the day. The first is magnesium. Magnesium is often called the relaxation mineral. Your muscles work in pairs. One contracts, one relaxes. Calcium helps your muscles contract. Magnesium helps your muscles relax. If you suffer from muscle cramps, Charlie horses, or restless legs, it is often a sign of low magnesium. A single cooked cup of quinoa provides a significant amount of your daily magnesium needs, far more than oats. The second mineral is potassium. Potassium is the signal mineral. It helps your nerves talk to your muscles. It's what allows your brain to tell your legs to walk or your hands to grip. A diet rich in potassium supports this fundamental nerve-to-muscle communication. Oats have these minerals, but quinoa simply has more of the specific ones your muscles need to function correctly. The third advantage is stable energy and safety. Just like good quality oats, quinoa is a complex carbohydrate with a low glycemic index around 53. It gives you that same wonderful sustained energy. It will not spike your blood sugar. It keeps you full and energized for hours. And as an added bonus, quinoa is naturally 100% gluten-free. While oats are technically gluten-free, they are very often cross-contaminated with wheat in factories. For anyone who is sensitive to gluten, quinoa is always the safer bet. Now there is one very important practical step you must take with quinoa. You may have heard people say it tastes bitter or soapy. This is true if you prepare it incorrectly. Quinoa has a natural protective coating called saponin. It's there to make birds and insects leave it alone. And it does taste bitter. This coating also contains phytic acid, which can slightly block the absorption of those great minerals. But the solution is incredibly simple. You must rinse your quinoa. Do not just dump it from the bag into the pot. Pour your dry quinoa into a fine mesh sieve or strainer. Rinse it under cold running water for 1 to 2 minutes. Shake it around with your hand. You will see the water may look slightly sudsy at first. When the water runs clear, you are done. You have washed away all the saponin. You are left with a clean, mild, slightly nutty flavor, and you have unlocked its full nutritional power. Do not skip this step. The direct comparison and the verdict. So, let's put these 2 heavyweights on the scale, side by side. This is the oats versus quinoa showdown for senior health. If your primary goal is heart health, specifically helping to support lower cholesterol, the winner is oatmeal. That beta-glucan fiber is a proven champion and is unique to oats. If your goal is purely sustained energy for the day, it's a tie. Both high-quality oats and quinoa are excellent complex carbs that provide steady, low-glycemic fuel. But if your primary goal, your most critical battle, is stopping muscle loss, if your goal is senior muscle recovery, if your goal is to fight sarcopenia, if your goal is to have the strength to stay independent and never be a burden, then this is not a fair fight. Quinoa is the undisputed champion. It's not even close. Its complete protein profile, with all 9 essential amino acids including lysine, makes it the only smart choice for triggering muscle repair in an aging body. Its superior profile of magnesium and potassium supports the very function of those muscles. So here is the new strategy I want you to adopt. Stop thinking of oatmeal as your do-it-all health breakfast. It's not. Start thinking of your food like a set of specific tools. Here is your new plan. Think of oatmeal as your heart fuel. Eat it before a long walk. Eat it on days you need long-lasting energy. Eat it for your heart. But think of quinoa as your muscle repair meal. This is your strategic weapon. This is one of the best foods for seniors, period. Eat it after you've been active. Eat it as the base for your lunch or dinner. Eat it to rebuild what you've broken down. Use oats for fuel. Use quinoa for repair. This is the strategic shift that can make a real difference in your strength. Conclusion and the flywheel. Now, I want to know what your experience has been. Are you one of the millions who has been relying only on oatmeal and still feeling that afternoon weakness? Still feeling like you're losing that battle for strength? Or have you already tried adding quinoa to your diet? Have you noticed a real difference in your energy, your recovery, or your strength? Please share your story in the comments below. Your experience can help and inspire someone else in this community. And finally, knowing what to eat is only half the battle. Knowing when to eat it can double your results. In my next video, I'll explain the simple timing secret of using oats and quinoa to maximize your energy and muscle repair every single day. It's a simple method that makes this all even more powerful. Click the video on your screen to watch it now. Thank you for your time. The content in this video is for informational purposes only and is not intended as a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified health provider with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition. Never disregard professional medical advice or delay in seeking it because of something you have seen in this video.